Hey, I'm Chris with MavRealty. Let's see what's behind this door.
What's up, guys?
I'm Tay.
And I'm Josh, and this is the Exit Games.
I am here today with Tay and Josh. Welcome.
Thank you. You
Thanks for
welcome.
being here.
Great to be here. Super excited.
Awesome.
I love escape rooms.
We do too.
We do too. So where are y'all from originally?
We are actually from Mooresville, North Carolina.
My last name is Moore, and that's all my people. I'm really just kidding. I'm not from it. We're related. We'll cut that part out. What brought y'all to this area?
I actually have family that has been here forever in Clearwater, and ever since we were little, we would always come down for Thanksgiving. So when we were looking to expand, this is our second location. When we were looking to expand, we were checking out different markets and happened to just stumble upon this building right here and absolutely fell in love with it, and that's how we came to have our second location.
I was super pumped when I moved here to see there was an escape room right around the corner from our office.
We're about to get them in here to do the room pretty soon.
So what do you love about this area?
Well, I'm a little person and I'm always cold all the time. So I love that it's warm all the time, but it's just really a beautiful place. I mean, the beaches, like, we're just right around the corner from Clearwater Beach, which is absolutely stunning. We live in St. Petersburg, which we love because there's always something going on. The downtown area is really cool. It's just really cool because we have access to so many different places. Wilmington, North Carolina, we absolutely love, but it's kind of just a small beach town in Wilmington. Whereas here we can travel, we can go up to Dunedin, we can go down to St. Pete, we can kind of travel to Tampa, all over the place, and always have something to do.
Yep.
So how do you get into this business?
So it actually started about 5 years ago. So we're big Red Sox fans. And we were up in Boston watching the Red Sox play about 5 years ago, and it was my birthday, and she booked us a real life escape room because we had played the games when we were younger online. And when she ended up booking it, we went in and it was just this plain Jane office. It was just 4 white walls with like a bookshelf, bookcase, a couple little lock boxes here and there, and we absolutely had like the best time of our life. And so after that experience, we started doing them all over the U.S., started doing them over in Europe, and at that point, we were still in school at UNCW, and it just kind of dawned on me. I was like, this is what I want to do once I graduate. So with the Exit Games, it originally started, it was myself and my dad. So in Wilmington, once I graduated, we ended up opening our first spot in downtown Wilmington, and we have 2 rooms there. It's a much smaller location than we have here. So after the first few months, Tay was actually abroad in Prague. So once she came back, she came on board full time. And then ever since, it's been a 3-man show. So everything here we've built out, just the 3 of us, and we're looking to, bring some more experiences along the way.
So describe your business. What's unique about it? Dumb question. But I mean,
No, not dumb at all.
Chill
So
out, Jason.
after you've done so many escape rooms, you oftentimes start to see the same things in a different variation or a lot of common themes. So what we really wanted with this particular location is something that was just unique for both the average escape room or the first time escape room, and then what we consider enthusiasts, people that have done 50 to hundreds of escape rooms. So really our biggest thing here is immersion and storyline. That's really what we wanted to portray in our rooms here. That's a little bit different than the traditional. I would like to think that we take that a step further than the average. It's also a 90-minute adventure, which is not traditional. It's usually a 60-minute adventure. So with this, we made it a little bit longer, more expansive, and there's some surprises in there that we hope is really unique for somebody that's playing room.
so a 90-minute escape room.
Mhm.
Do a lot of people find that as a challenge? Like, oh, I can do this in 30.
There's definitely, some guests that are really down. they're looking to break some records. And we respect that. With this room, we actually, one of the things that you'll find is we don't have a timer inside of the room. So we, as the creators of this experience, we really don't want you to put that pressure on yourself, because we're so into that immersion. We want you to just totally lose touch of your reality and just completely immerse yourself into this adventure for 90 minutes. And without rushing yourself, you really get to enjoy those little quirky and fun and funny moments that happen inside of the room. 90 minutes, a lot of people that have done a bunch of escape rooms, that really intrigues them because it adds that extra layer of a challenge. And then for first timers, a lot of times too, if they want to come in and they really want to break those records, they like that idea that at 90 minutes you can kind of work at your own pace in there. So it's different for sure. You kind of have to shake that 60-minute timer out of your head and be like, we've got time, we can keep going. But we like that it gives that extra time in there for guests.
Yep.
So what made y'all choose this location?
We actually, when we were looking to expand from our first location, we were actually trying to expand for about 2 years. And we actually had looked in similar markets to Wilmington. So we looked in places like Charleston, Savannah, and like I said, we have family here. So Clearwater wasn't actually really, on the radar. And once we came down for Thanksgiving, either last year, I think it was last year, we just happened, we were like, why not just view some properties? And we actually viewed this space, and it was like a maze. It had tons of rooms already built out, which we absolutely loved about it. So we were like, I think this could be the spot. And we actually ended up viewing it, and then we walked out of our front door when we were leaving, and we found this little penny that was on head sitting right on the doormat out front. And we were like, it's an omen. I think that's a sign that this is the spot. So that's how it happened.
So we were talking earlier about how Hollywood kind of puts escape rooms sometimes in a negative light. So let's break those myths. I've completed escape rooms. Nothing bad happened to me. Y'all have obviously done a lot. So what would you say to somebody that was hesitant to try an escape room?
So we can kind of knock off like all the apprehensions that people have. So a lot of times people will be apprehensive because they feel claustrophobic. So what I tell to people that are a little bit claustrophobic is just, what I want you to envision is you're in a room in a house, say a living room, for example. When we're allowing you to enter our experience, it's just as if you're walking from the living room to a bedroom. It's not confining you to any particular space. It's simply just walking into another room that has a different environment. And especially with us, the first door that you walk in through is always unlocked for you at all times. So you're never actually physically locked or confined into any particular space. So that's how to kind of handle it for people that are maybe apprehensive because they're going to be confined. Also, a lot of times people think that they are going to be scary, and some rooms are. We personally love the scary rooms. The scarier the better. However, I understand that not everybody is like that. So, these experiences are meant to be lighthearted and fun.
They're engaging.
Exactly.
You're coming in with a group, that's different than your typical regular activity where you're going bowling or you're going to the movies. You're putting your cell phone down for 60 minutes, in this instance for 90 minutes, and you're really working together to accomplish one goal. You're communicating with each other and just having a really, awesome, unique experience that you won't get at a lot of places. So. And
another thing that's a little bit different about our style is, a lot of times in escape room, you're locked into this room for 60 minutes before something, really bad happens, a bomb explodes or anything like that. And a lot of those things are really fun, but with ours, we like to consider it less of an escape room and more about an immersive adventure. Because essentially we have, we've written this story for you, and your role is to play the character in this story to, unlock new chapters as you keep going to ultimately, the reward at the end is for you. It's specifically designed for you. Your decisions along the way are going to impact how that is at the end. So it's not you having to get out, it's you having to reach that last chapter of the story to kind of reach that climax, as opposed to having to try to escape out of this room.
The book you never want to put down.
Exactly.
So at the moment, you only have one experience. Now, without giving too much away, tell us a little bit about it.
The first experience that we have open is Servants of Sleight. Now this is what we like to call our magic adventure. So essentially, without giving too much away, you all are a group of magicians, and essentially you have been invited to a very prestigious initiation ceremony that you have to reach. But before you can do so, you have to find your way there, number one, and you also have to prove yourself to, join this elite group of other magicians without giving too much away.
I love it. That sounds awesome.
When are we going to get you in there?
Soon, very soon.
All right, cool.
Tay, Josh, thank you so much for having us today. Just walking in the door, pumped, just super pumped is just all I can say. That's awesome in here. Thank y'all so much for having us today. And y'all have any closing thoughts?
No, just thank you guys so much for coming in, stopping by, and having an interest in us, and we're excited to get you in the room.
That's right. Appreciate it.
Thank y'all.